Hi guys, welcome back to TNG Productions. It's the Patreon one. Hi guys, welcome back to our Patreon.
Literally just said. Don't need to do the fact.
Literally just did that in the last take.
We don't need to do that in this
one. I'm an idiot. I'm just naturally doing it. Nice to see you again. It's been a rough month for us with bereavements, work, hospitalisations of family and sickness.
Yes.
It's been great. It's done the TNG one. We're having a great start to 2018.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've missed you and we're glad
Could be worse. We could be getting slated on the Facebook group.
For being money grabby scumbags.
Yeah,
that sucks. But yeah, we're glad to be back and we're desperately to get this done on time, so hopefully it'll come out just before the end of the month so we can keep to our schedule. This one's cool though, because we've got another Season 2 match between the Morts and
the Hunters.
So it's like my new team versus Paul's old team.
Yes.
Theron
Going back to me roots.
Theron versus Scalpel.
Yeah.
Scalpel's being used.
Scalpel was Season 2, wasn't it?
Scalpel's quietly good, I think. Scalpel is quietly good. And what happens to this one, mate?
Ghast gets eaten by a bear.
Ghast gets, because Obulus chooses, because he says so. So to recreate that in this game, if the bear takes out Ghast, he's worth an extra 2 VP.
Yeah.
So it's a 4 VP takeout. If anyone takes out Ghast, he doesn't come back at all.
If the bear takes him out, he doesn't come back either.
So very similar to our Corsair match.
It's going to be difficult to try and take Ghast out because
of fear and rising anger and 21 hit points and a knockdown on 2
hits.
It's
really tough and I'm really not going to be able to do this.
Scalpel, to make it a little bit easier, is not allowed to use her Wake the Dead on Ghast, and she's not allowed to use her legendary play on the bear, so she cannot interfere with this because Obulus is in her ear telling her to let it happen.
Yes.
The other thing that's exciting about this one is, you might have seen, the game plan deck has officially been announced now. We have mixed feelings on it, but we haven't really tried it, so this is going to be our first go.
More cards, isn't it?
Just more stuff. I do like some of the replacements from the way it was doing, but yeah, it's going to be our first time using the game plan deck, so we're quite excited to see how that works on camera. Thoughts and prayers for this one, Paul? Munch Ghast and then plan for the rest
dice
of the game.
rolls.
Better than the quick and dirty with Theron.
That was bad. That was really bad. Better dice rolls. Yeah, I think I'm using Zerola, not very comfortable with it. I'm using new Theron, haven't had much practice with them. Jakar and Negretta back, the Dream Team.
They were really good with you.
I had really good success with Season 2 Hunters when they first got released. We had a league locally and I managed to finish second behind Philip Butcher's.
Broken team.
But yeah, so it's going to be a team I'm comfortable with except for Zerola, but I'm sure I can make it work.
Well, the other end of the spectrum is the Morts deliberately field a weaken lineup against the Hunters. So there's some weird people in this one, like Bonesaw and Silence, who I never use.
No.
My old failsafe's like Cosset and the Bird, though. Good times, but I'd give a lot to have Graves.
I hate Cosset.
Graves with Scalpel is great. And actually, now the rat catch has been announced, we can talk about it. Graves, Cosset, Scalpel, Pelage, Dirge, and either Skulk or Bonesaw or someone else, or Ghast, is my new favourite thing. That's a lot of damage.
We'll talk about that in the podcast though.
Yeah, we'll go to the game. See you soon.
So back to Season 2 Hunters. It has been a while.
Back to what brought you to the rodeo, Paul.
Yeah, man. When the Hunters announced, they got me into Guild Ball. In fact, Egret was the first one I seen, and that was like a year. No, it was honestly like a year before.
Really? You saw the model and I was like, that's cool, and then later...
Well, Minx's card had come out, I think it was as a blister, way after the Kickstarter, and it said, can I ally with the Hunters? And everyone was like, where's the Hunters? And he said, they're going to come out later, at the end of Season 1. But obviously they were the first team for Season 2. And Egret looked awesome, and the artwork is exactly the same as the miniature at the time, so I was like, I'll wait for them before I get into Guild Ball. And then they come out with a bear and a lynx.
The bear is the main thing.
Like, a guy with a shotgun and a guy with a big bow, and I was like, these are cool.
I apologise for Zorola's base, it's the only green that I had on me like 10 seconds.
It's okay, I don't use Zerola very often, so...
Bear missile in this game.
Yep, so I'll go through the lineup and the plans with them. Jakar, Momentum Train. Baby Shank. Well,
better than Shank
Shank's
now.
Daddy.
Shank's daddy.
Yeah. Could do with a better kick to be a better support striker, because you need to use them to...
Yeah, because the 9-inch sprints and the anatomical and the momentous playbook's not enough, mate, and the dodges.
He's not enough. He's missing something. The big man, the bear, you can't see him coming.
That's going to come down the middle of the pitch and Ghast is going to poo his pants.
So hopefully going to engage Ghast quickly unless Tom fannies about hiding behind terrain or...
I'll happily hide behind terrain. I'll happily run away. Anything to preserve my team, man.
He's a 4-point 4-point takeout, isn't he?
Let's hope this Theron's better than the quick and dirty match.
Oh god,
where he couldn't roll any of his character
could
plays.
not roll dice that game. I've learned. I've had a proper read through his card now. I think I've sussed him. He's going to do the pinging the first couple of turns.
Pings.
Yeah, first couple of turns, and then when things start getting close and personal, he's just going to go in.
He's just
like
better.
Rambo.
He is just better.
Yeah. For hard.
Been a while since we've seen Fahad on the pitch. You usually go with Snow.
Gonna do for hard things. I quite like Fahad actually. I've always had good use out of him.
Free charge, Furious.
Free charge, but I always team him up with Minx if I'm going to use him.
Yeah, the Furious wins.
Yeah. But again, with the Bear, they're both going to hopefully pick off a few isolated targets. Egret, been a long time since we've used Egret.
She used to be amazing. Her and Jakar used to be like your
they were
go-to.
MVPs,
so I am fearful of Egret, which I don't think any other Guild War player is, but I genuinely am because she used to do a lot of pain.
It's just, if she's got the ball at her feet and she's got to run on goal, the ability to just dodge a couple of extra and cause damage while she's doing it is lethal. So hopefully I'm going to get some good use out of that. And Zerola.
With the best character plays in the game and the worst playbook.
Yeah, playbook's really bad.
Midnight Offering though.
Midnight Offering, excuse me. Pull the bear up the pitch quicker, chain bolus for when it's needed the next turn to charge in and kill.
Also unpredictable. I need to remember that she's unpredictable because she's a nightmare.
It's been a long time since we've used a roller. I think this here's how little I use a roller. I'm using the special SteamCon card that I got the year before last. And it hasn't even got a card sleeve on it. I've put it in a plastic sleeve.
You put it like a top loader, but
I've put it in a top loader because I've put all of them in top loaders, but it hasn't even got a plastic sleeve on it.
Because you were just that determined to not bother using it.
Well, I was never going to use it, but hopefully I've worked out how to use it a little bit better now, so we'll see what happens.
Well, speaking of players that never get used, let's go on to the Morticians.
The Addams Family.
And here, this is the debut of the Morts, isn't it? I think on the channel.
Yeah.
My acquired Morts off eBay because we were like, can't be bothered to paint Morts.
The ones that the guy wanted £500 for.
Yeah, the guy wanted a lot of money for it. He did not get a lot of money. The fluff of this is that the Morts are the Liberty Field Awakened team, and all of these players are named apart from Bonesaw, and truth be told, me and Paul did do a practice one with Ghast instead of with Casket, and it was awful. It was really slow, and 11 influence team, it was boring, so I've chucked Bonesaw in.
Plus your Bonesaw looks so
He is cool. And because Bonesaw sucks as well, so at least he's kind of bringing extra influence to the team. But we've got Silence, who with Tucked and Shutout is actually quite fun against the Hunters if he can get them off.
But he can't use Reanimate ever get.
Well, no, it's Scalpel who can't use it, but Cosset, Paul is terrified of Cosset and hates everything she stands for in life.
Don't like Cosset.
The main man Ghast.
Taylor Swift, I call her. I don't like her either.
The main man Ghast, who's going to try and stay alive.
Get sued for that.
She's just going to keep ranting on Taylor Swift. She'll demonetize this video. She'll take it down.
Oh no.
Ghast is going to stay alive.
Money grabbers though.
Scalpel, who we've got a sneaking suspicion is actually quite good. No one, we never see her, but her card looks good.
She does look amazing.
She does look really good.
I think what it is I'm a crap player, so you get to use all the tricks. all the tricks. Everyone else just goes, no, just stay away from it.
The whole Tormented Agony thing on the Hunters is quite fun to take stuff off people like Theron. Bonesaw, goal scoring machine. If he gets a goal early, he suddenly becomes a massive pain in the neck with a 5+ defence. And Dirge, the biggest Dirge model in the world, on this giant coffin, is literally just there to support Cosset and Scalpel.
How many people, when the Falconers come out, are going to swap Dirge for
Giant Falcon?
For giant Eagle, I think it is, yeah.
But yeah, game plan wise, we are looking for takeouts, but we have enough pace on the team to get the odd goal. Scalpel and Silence are the better kickers, along with Bonesaw. But Cosset and Scalpel both have a 9-inch sprint, and Bonesaw has 8-inch sprint with an 8-inch kick, and Dirge obviously is there to move the ball around. So we've got a good bit of football should the opportunity present itself. And should our game plan decks present themselves.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the roll-off and we'll go over to the first turn of this game.
Right then, here we go. Right? Roll off to see who goes first.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's a 1.
And a 5.
Would you like to kick or receive?
I will receive, please.
Right, we'll go to the kickoff for the Morts. Okay then, so Scalpel is going to kick off for the Morticians. She's just going to move quite far forward with a 7-inch base move to this position here. So she's kind of within 10 of the Bear, of Theron and Egret. And she's going to attempt to boot the ball out to the wings. She's got a 3 dice kick, looking for 4s. She gets it. It's going to go green for direction in the 5 inches, which I think is relatively. Smack the camera on the way. Happy with that. Just centres there. So we'll go to the influence allocation for the first turn of turn 1. Okay, this is how things look at the start of the first turn after Scalpel has just kind of booted the ball out to the wing. Paul's already kind of admitted his fears of not putting a player anywhere near Cossett's half of the pitch because of the fear factor. So I'll just go with my allocation so far. Scalpel's on 6 because she's within threat of pretty much anyone she fancies. 2 on Dirge in case Paul doesn't get the ball so he can kind of run and boot it back. 2 on Cossett just for fear. 1 on Silence in case he needs to put a tucked or a shutout or something like that. 1 on Ghast because he's slow as hell and needs to go face down the bear, and nothing on Bonesaw because he's near fast ground. He's got the biggest base on the planet, so he's clearly going to hit that no matter what.
I wonder if that was a design
error.
decision.
I think Russ made a beautiful model,
yes.
And then they were like, let's make a big old base for it. What's your thinking here then, mate?
So, obviously, very influenced staffed Hunters team, this lineup. So, 1 on Jakar just to get him up the pitch and throw a trap out, cut off the travelling lines effectively of your big man with the big base. 3 on Zarola, which is unusual for me. She's quick, so the idea being she can run, skip over that rough ground in front of her and possibly throw out
So chain bowlers?
Chain bolus, or possibly pull someone forward with a midnight offering. The cat and the bear can both furious, so they can just false charge. Then not a problem. Theron, stacked him up. Sunstrike, couple of sniped, couple of pinned.
Guarantees you some momentum even if you don't fetch the ball, doesn't it?
Well, the way I roll dice with Theron doesn't necessarily guarantee anything. But
it's the quick and dirty again, isn't it? It's the pain.
And then 1 on a Gret, again, just to sprint it up or possibly
a Snapfire.
Throw out a Snapfire, yeah. If it decides to go get the ball.
It's in an awkward spot.
It is, yeah. I don't know if I feel comfortable giving you a Gret to eat first turn.
Nom 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 nom.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll go to the first activation of the first turn with the Hunters.
So, first activation, because I know Scalpel can just tear off influence like there's no tomorrow.
You try and get the big stack out of the way before she can torment and agony you.
Yeah, effectively. I'm going to spend 1 to sprint Theron just to get in her face a little bit.
Hiya!
Hiya, you alright?
So just outside an inch.
What I meant to do was drop his tree over a Gret.
Which will slow her down. The Gret won't appreciate the tree over her face.
But if for some reason the ball ends up to come towards goal,
yeah,
it'll
block it off.
More difficult for you.
So that's 1 for the sprint.
Yep, so that was 1 for the sprint, just making sure that's not within 2 inches of the goal. There we go.
Sneaky Hunter's tactics.
1 for the sprint. I'm going to put up Sunstrike on him.
Which is the momentum for when he does damage, isn't it, pretty much?
Yeah. Right, now what is Scalpel's defence, please, mate?
4s.
4s, okay. So I'm going to spend 2 of my other momentum to attempt to snipe Scalpel, so this will reduce her kick as well.
Go for it, you need 4+.
Damage, 4+.
Boom!
Success.
So she's snared because of your snary abilities.
Yes, and she has pinned because I don't have a new set yet, which is effectively the same thing.
Well, pin's a different ability, you got a different pin, but she is. Minus 4 kick. Just give me another one upside down, your normal Sunstrike ones or something.
Yeah, I'm going to use that again.
So, you gain momentum because of your Sunstrike.
I do gain a momentum, yes. I'm going to keep that.
And you've got 2 influence left to play with.
Yes, I've got no one with Sunstriking at this range.
No, you are within 2 within 8 of silence if you want to pop him in the face.
I'll take an arrow at silence. I'm not within Cossett's range, am I?
No. What, her 9-inch threat range?
No, at
10-inch threat range even.
Bow range.
No, she's within your range.
Right.
Scalpel, silence is 5 plus this, mate.
Oh, it's going to be difficult.
Nail it.
Nails it.
So that's how much damage?
That is 2 damage.
How much damage was Snipe as well? Was that 2?
2, yeah. So both are snared. That was a pinned on him.
Yep. And you gain a point of momentum.
I do, so that's 2.
Anything else, good sir?
No, that is all for Theron, unless just let me check the back of his card.
He has got heroic, hasn't he?
I'm not really good at this. Yeah, no one's in range of it actually.
I think they're fine, aren't they, without this? So 2
This
momentum
turn,
in the bag.
Yep, 2 in the bag.
What's next?
Okay, so captain on captain action here, Paul.
Okay.
I'm going to use Voodoo Strings, which is Scalpel's legendary play, to give you a 3-inch push into snugging range with her, just so she doesn't have to sacrifice her move. And with her 6 influence, she's going to start swinging, so she'll spend 1 to do a round of attacks. What would you like to do, anything?
I will
He's thinking.
take it on the chin this time.
Take it on the chin. So 7 attack with anatomical, so it's just straight 4s, yeah?
Straightforward, yeah.
Ba 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 ba. Oh,
Ouch.
there's a few 6s there, mate. I wanted to just start dragging you backwards, but to be honest, what's that?
1 away for armour.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, anatomical. So
okay.
5 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shy of her knockdown, sadly, even with all those bloody 6s. I am just going to take the momentous 1 damage with a push dodge. I just want to start bringing you backwards. So 1 inch, bring you with me. She is then going to spend that momentum she just gained to heal her status conditions because she doesn't want snared. Ever. She's going to swing a second time. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack. Looking for straight 4s.
Yep.
There we go, my rolling has returned. 2 hits, that is just going to be a momentous 1-inch dodge, which I'm not going to do anything with. She'll swing again. Just pick that up. Oh, Tom can't roll dice. That is going to be
4 hits, mate.
4 hits, but I'll take the 3 again. Momentous 1, push dodge. Just going to start bringing you back, really, just so Cossack can
Eat me.
come and play. Yeah. Whoa. No knockdown yet, Theron. No knockdown yet. And swing again. This is kind of what Scalpel does, though. I've started to realise that she is just kind of a dragging machine. 4s, if I can roll dice. 2 is a momentous dodge. Swing again. You think with 7 attack that I'd be able to actually bucket it in, but it's not good. Momentous dodge. Start doing some actual damage.
Bonus
Scalpel.
down that, Tom?
No, I'm good, mate. I'm alright. Last one. Joom. 1, 2, just roll that over. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in range of pretty much everyone, but just for the sake of it, I'll do a momentous 1 damage push dodge and just yank him back here, which is another point of momentum. So that's 5 momentum churned, which I'll take. I could have left you 1 inch away and just walked away with second wind, but I think keeping you there will do for now. So
That's left me on 15 hit points.
she's barely chipped into him, but Cossack will do that.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to the hunters next.
Oh, Theron. So, I'm just going to spend Jakar's 1 to sprint him is 9 inches because he's a speedy little dude.
Terrifyingly quick.
Up the pitch and then chuck out his trap.
Yeah, just stop Ghast from coming to engage him. That's a lesson learned in the past, that is.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Bonesaw's got a big base on his.
Yeah, Bonesaw's gonna.
Yeah, chuck it about there.
Okay.
Yeah, so back over to the Morts.
Okay, Silence is going to go next. Because he's pinned, he has to go next to Theron, so we have to spend 1 of my lovely momentum to heal that snare condition, because I can't get there otherwise. I'm just going to move just 5 inches, just some engaging you, and within 1 inch of the cover. And well, it's directly towards, actually, so I probably have to go a little bit that way. And then have a swing. So that's 5 dice.
Directly towards is just as long as you.
No, it's just towards, directly is straight line. So 5, then +1 for Scalpel being there. However, you have got your 1 armour this time, so 4s and 1.
Yep.
Anything you'd like to do?
No.
No. 4s and 1. Oh, Silence, you suck. So 2 hits. The one away from armor is a momentous 2 damage
Okay.
to your main man.
Momentous 2 on 2 hits.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Like
not bad, is
tooled up is quite nice on it. It's like he's one of those typical short playbook ones with like Millstone is and like Calculus is and Mercury that they've actually got a lot of nice stuff on a teeny tiny playbook. And he will just stand there for potential ganging up for the crazy lady.
So, gotta try and get the ball now, basically. And not be able to do anything with it. So, Egret is gonna spend her 1 influence and a point of momentum to glide and sprint and just collect the ball up there.
I always wonder what gliding is like in the actual game. How do you envision what was that, Paul? Oh. For those off-camera, Paul just did like a ballet splayed hand thing.
Yeah. That's it, yeah. They're just being like...
Because Bonesfall's got his whole like swift wind thing where he's not like heroic as he actually like runs on the wind.
Yeah.
So does people just have mini versions of that for glides? They just skate a little bit like Dragon Ball Z style.
I honestly don't know. Maybe we should ask.
We're going to ask Sherwin. Sherwin,
please.
please explain to us how gliding functions.
In cinematic terms,
How will this work?
how would one glide through difficult terrain?
I'm sure he'll appreciate that question.
Or a forest.
Or forest.
Yeah. They're jungle people, aren't they? So.
That's the writers. They're jungle people. Deal with it.
People, yeah, get over it.
Right. So I'll like keep put the ball behind,
Regret-
just as like this is mine.
Yeah, Egret's armed at the ball. So back over to the Morts.
Okay, so the bird, Paul, is gonna... We've just been talking about the Falconers and the Harriet AoEs, which has just triggered Paul's memory about sort of looking at Dirge. Dirge is gonna charge with its 2 into Theron. So it's got a 10-inch charge. It can comfortably... It's going to charge just straight along behind him there.
I can't see Theron now behind that casket. Genuinely,
It's just a shadow.
Yeah, where I'm sat, there's just a bird on a giant box.
So 2 back attack base. That's the best thing. I can hide things behind my Dirge. 4 for the charge, 2 mates. 4s and 1s. Do you want to do anything, mate?
No.
I need 1 hit for singled out, so that's kind of what I'm going for here.
I'll make it difficult on defensive stance. There's no way I can win.
Defensive stance, alright. So 5s and 1. Now we get it. Just. So. Just. So 1 hit is going to be a momentous singled out. I was umming and ahhing for ages whether or not that would be better to charge or walk in. But we've got what we needed. Momentous singled out, which is going to be a sad day for Theron in a minute.
Boo.
And we'll go back. The hunters are just carrying on with their plan. Like, Theron's been pulled in. They're just like, just carry on, guys. Carry on.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened.
Can't see here. So while Tom plans his bucket of dice that he's going to need to erase Theron with Cosset in a minute, I'm going to activate Zerola. So she's going to spend 2 of the 3, just flashing the new watch there.
You have to watch every week.
I love
Like
watches.
literally go back in our battle reports, please, patrons, and see how many different watches. There's a Batman one, there's a Superman one.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful watch.
Just the Justice League one.
Your watches are very nice.
It's
It's your thing.
It's me thing, yeah. Tabletop gaming isn't me hobby. Watches are me hobby. Tabletop gaming.
I like how you're using that now. Like, now Theron is about to get, but this isn't a thing that I do.
Yeah. Well,
Right. So who's going next?
Yeah. Sorry. Zerola
that
has just
Ollie?
spent 2 to Midnight Offering the bear, and the bear is immediately going to make a jog. So.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I think Cosset might need to go next.
You know what? The bear base is so big, he should move 4 inches, and it doesn't look like he's gone anywhere.
No, because the back of the base is massive.
Yeah, it's huge. And then going to spend her 1 other influence to sprint forward.
Get on the pitch.
She's got light-footed, so just ignores.
Just get to the halfway line then.
Yeah, terrain. So she's just going to look on menacingly.
Do you want a linked at all? Your kitty cat?
No, because if someone comes within range, I could possibly get a furious.
Could potentially get furious. Right.
Yeah.
Back
So
to
there's
the
no point
Morties.
doing it now. Over to the Morts.
Yeah, I've just had to go to the back and get extra dice for this. So, before the bear comes in, Cosset is going to go cray-cray. And then she is going to charge.
Taylor Swift, the girl.
She's just going to charge into base contact for free. Because she's furious into Theron. So,
God, she was furious. That's
She's got.
If anyone needs a nerf, it's Cosset.
No, you
Get Millstone.
No one cares about Cosset. It's only because like I get amazing use out of her because she's just ridiculous when you set her up. 4 to begin with, 3 for crazy, 4 for the charge. Look at this, different dice coming in. 2 for singled out. 1 for scalpel. Here we go. Wait for the comments with these dice now, Paul.
There's not what comments?
1 for silence. All those
Best player award you won.
1 for dirge.
Peyton.
1 for assist.
That you won. And the time you came second in the same tournament, you won.
Remember that time that she's going to destroy Theron because that's about to.
Make sure dice rolling. I've got it.
Yeah, I think you're right actually. So 4s and 1.
Yeah, do you need help with that?
I probably do. It's like being an orc player
I
in
was just
40
about to say,
cash.
Tom's an orc player, really.
4s and 1. It's not bad. It's not great. So.
Good.
Oh, actually, no. There's quite a lot of hits there. I think that's all the misses, and then she's got a playbook of 5. If
I've got one armour.
You have got 1 armor, so take 1 away. it's almost a double wrap. She's on +1 damage as well because she's with dirge. So I'm going to take the momentous screeching banshee, which is going to be 3 damage, 2 up to 3. And -1 defense on your main man. And then on the wrap for 4, I'm going to take the momentous 3, which goes up to 4. How much is he on?
That's just put me down to 7.
7.
15.
So then she's going to punch. She loses the 4 dice for the.
So is that 2 up to 3
charge.
and then 3 up to 4? Yeah.
Yeah, 2 up to 3, 3 up to 4. And then so I've taken the 4 dice for the charge away. She's got everything else, but you're on 3s now because of the screeching banshee. Try again. Oh, that wasn't as good.
Yes, it was.
The screeching banshee helped, I think, and then the 1 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1 on the wrap. I'll take the. How much else is he on?
He is on 7.
Momentous 3 up to 4, and then non-momentous 1 up to 2. And then final swing, just to finish him.
You can roll all 1s and 2s.
I can roll all 1s and 2s, and to be fair,
You want. In fact, get 1 hit.
get 1 hit, that'll do.
Okay with that.
3s.
Dead.
I tried.
Yeah.
I very.
You haven't done
Hang on, wait. I think that is a potentially an apocalyptic amount of misses there, mate. And then 1 away, it's only 4 connected. Momentous 3 up to 4.
Why'd you have to go for the 3 up to 4?
Because
why'd you have to go for the overkill?
Because I wanted the momentous.
One.
Because I wanted the momentous result. So I technically
Oh,
go.
you wanted momentum, fair enough.
Yeah, so I can technically go up to 11 momentum, but I've only got 10 tokens. So what I'll do is I'll spend my 11th momentum to heal her back up to full health.
11 momentum on the first 10.
And because I'm terrified of the bear coming in, I could potentially heal someone else, couldn't I? I'm going to spend 2 to come on mate. Silence because he's a pansy. I could come on mate Scalpel as well, but I think that'll do. So 2 points on the board. That's horrendous, that charge with that many dice. Yeah, Paul's just silent off camera. Go back to the hunters.
So after much thought, I'm not going to make it easy for Tommy. If he wants to kill some stuff, he's going to have to come and get me. So everyone over here is gone. I'm going to Furious the cat.
Me. Just sprinting up.
Centre of the pitch.
Yeah, that's
it.
a pain.
Bonesaw! He's gonna do nothing. He's just basically going to run, well, move, but he's near fast ground. He's got the biggest base ever.
Yeah.
Just there, outside of an inch of Jakar. Pop the trap, which will get him nasty statuses. Is it bleed and snared?
Bleed and snared, yeah.
But I'll spend a momentum to heal the conditions, just so it's out of the way.
Cool.
Back to you, mate.
Are you going to be a tactical bear or are you going to be a chargy bear?
Well, I think you're getting first turn next turn, so it doesn't really
Yeah, I'm
matter.
down to 7.
Down to 7. Right, do just charge the bird in and make your defensive stance and counter and waste it away a little bit. No, there's no point.
That constant activation has murdered a bit of your love for the game, hasn't it?
No. No, it's just. I'm used to it with you because you know you're a power player and all that.
Oh, alright. Well, try hard, die hard.
Oh yeah, definitely. When you're on camera, you are.
Oh, okay. Let's see how it is.
Don't say you don't believe.
See how it is. Go on then.
There's been a quick first turn for us actually as well.
Don't you come with that quick first turn rubbish?
I'm just going to jog the bear.
Are you?
Yeah.
The bear's going to come and observe the situation. So the bear is just going to threaten to charge someone.
Yeah. It's just that the threat of the bear is worse than the bear itself.
Yeah, that's not quite nice actually. I don't really like that.
Yeah. Just now you don't know what's going to happen next turn.
Yeah, I'm too far away from Igret as well, which is a real pain.
You don't know what I've got here as well.
Right, we'll go to the Mort's last activation, and then we'll see what these new spangly cards can do for us.
Okay, just to finish off my turn then, Ghast is going to activate. He's going to spend one of his influence to sprint a mighty 7 inches, just this position here, so he is engaging the Jakar. So I finished on 7 momentum, mate. So we're going to try these snazzy new plot cards out then. What are you going to go with?
I'm going to go for the offside trap.
The offside trap, does that give you any plus to your...
It gives me +1 momentum and +1 to my dice. To my roll. Whatever.
So you're +1, you get +1 influence for the turn.
Influence, sorry.
I am going to play Won't Touch the Hair, which is the one I've picked just here, which gives me +3, so that puts me up to 10, so I will go first, and I get +1 influence for the turn as well.
Ouch.
So yeah, I'm going to elect to go first for this turn, so you get a point of momentum to start with, mate.
Woohoo.
And what does the offside trap do? Remind me.
Enemy model must spend +1 additional MP to make a shot or a snapshot if it is closer to the friendly goalpost than any other model.
Mine is giving a character poised, and I think for the sake of...
Fair?
Yeah, I could give the bear poised. For the sake of that, I'm probably just going to give it to... I was tempted just to give it to Ghast. Yeah, I'll give it to Ghast, because then he's got fear and poised and everything under the sun then. So we'll go to the influence allocation for the second turn. Okay, and this is how things look at the start of the second turn. We've both got spare influence to play with, mate, which is quite nice.
We're still enough.
Still haven't got enough. These hunters will never have enough influence. It's the eternal issue of the Season 2 hunters. I'll go with mine first. I've got 6 on Scalpel. Basically got a double threat here. I've got 6 on Scalpel and 3 on Ghast. So Ghast could either walk up to Jakar and chuck him off the pitch, or Scalpel could walk up to the bear and try and remove that influence away from it and put it on, like, you know, the cat instead. There's no good place for it to go, really. 2 on Cosset, so she could potentially charge down Igret, but Igret's got 4 on her, which is a little bit worrying. 1 on Dirge for the singled out, in case that doesn't work. 1 on Silence, just in case I need to throw a tucked or a shutout. Nothing on Bonesaw, because he's the wrong end of the pitch for the ball, to be honest, which is not the best scenario. So it's got options on the table, really. It's going to be Cosset, Scalpel, or Ghast, depending on how and where this goes. What about you, mate? You've got 4 on Igret, obviously.
4 on Igret.
Goal run?
I think she's out of range for a goal run.
She's got a little ninja dodges that she can do, hasn't she?
Yeah, it's not enough though.
I still think she needs a 3-8 kick, because she is the striker of the hunters.
She has got a 3-8 kick.
Has she got a 3-8 kick? I thought it was 3-6.
No, 3-8.
Okay, well there you go. She has got a 3-8 kick.
But I don't think she's got enough range to be able to score, even with the dodges. But Theron could lash a Sunstrike on her, and she could just
churn some momentum.
Yeah, because she's in range to do a couple of snap fires into the crowd of people you've got over there. Nothing on the cat, hopefully just to get her furious off. 2 on the bear, just in case. He's a threat range of a lot of stuff.
He's a threat of everything he wants.
Extra attacks would be nice. Nothing on Jakar for the assumption that Ghast's going to bop him off the pitch. Zerola for sprinting up the pitch and pulling somebody with her, maybe. Possibly chucking out some snared. And Theron, Zerola's got 3 on it, and Theron got 3 again for Sunstrike, and probably throw a pin out there as well. Maybe a snipe on somebody.
I don't like the fact I've clustered. Like, killing Theron was good, but now having a cluster of 4 Morts with 2 Furious models nearby is not a tasty.
Regretting not charging the bear and now. Because I could have just done the bear roar at the start of the turn.
And pushed them and then charged again.
Chucked everyone out and then just charged into everyone, and they've just dished out a couple of knockdowns.
That roar has made such a difference to it, though, hasn't it?
It's made it better.
Right, so we'll go to the Mort's first activation of turn 2. Right, first activation of the second turn then. And I think Scalpel is going to need to go first. So she's got a 7-inch base move. So, excuse me while I just rotate the bear because it's giant tusks of death. She's going to go into base-to-base contact with the bear. She's got 6 influence, so she's going to spend 1 to start swinging. She's got 7 attack, and she needs 2s with 0 because of anatomical. Would you like to do anything, mate?
No, I'll take it.
So, 2s and 0. Oh, this dirge model is going to be the bane of me now because it's going to be in the way. 2 misses is 5 hits. I will take the momentous 2 damage, but down to 1. Tormented Agony. I'm going to choose an enemy model within 10, and that model is allocated 1 influence away from the bear. So I'm just going to give 1 to the kitty cat.
That's fine.
Swing again. So again, needing the 7 dice. After 2s, that is everything. So I'm going to take a non-momentous knockdown on the bear ski.
Okay.
I think. Swing again, so I get an extra dice now because its defense can't go lower than 2. So that was 1 attack, 2 attack. This is the 3rd attack, isn't it? Yep. So, still 2s with no armor because of anatomical. Miss and miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll take the momentous 2 down to 1. Tormented Agony. And I'm going to chuck this influence again on the kitty cat.
Okay.
I don't know what to do here. Swing. Always swing if in doubt. That's 2 misses. 3 misses, actually. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be a momentous 2 damage down to 1 with 1-inch dodge. And she is just going to scoot. There. Swing once again on the wee bear ski. So 1 miss, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is going to be full playbook. I'll take the non-Mentus 4 damage push dodge, so it goes down to 3.
Have to be on 15.
So I'm going to dodge this way and take you an inch with me. And then a final round of attacks is 2 misses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll take the momentous, and it'll be 1 damage, but not push dodge. So
Okay.
I'm going to push you back an inch. I'm going to dodge an inch this way. So we've got the gap. And then I'm going to spend a momentum to put unnatural stamina on her, which is a second wind move. So she's going to end her activation and she gets to make a jog. She can't quite get to Egret, but she's just going to move to that position there, which I think is just outside of an inch by the looks of things. Yeah, tiniest bit outside, otherwise it would have been well good, but it'll annoy a grit at the very least. It means the bear's got to spend momentum to stand up, but blah. The temptation was to engage, but the bear can just roar anyway, can't it? So 3 momentum in the bag will do for me, so we'll go over to the hunters next.
Okay.
We're going to hope for some janky rolls here, aren't we?
Follow the yellow brick road. So the plan is here. I'm going to activate a grit. I'm going to snap fire Scalpel twice. I'm going to sprint and then I'm going to shoot. If this comes off,
those dodges.
yeah. If this comes off, awesome. I'm not expecting it to be honest.
So you're going to need 3 4 pluses in this activation for it to work. 2 for the shooting
yes.
and 1 for the shot.
Yeah. So spend the 2 to snap fire now. Sorry, spend 1 to first snap fire. If this one fails, it's all to pot straight away.
Oh, nails it.
Nails it.
Is it a point of damage?
That's a point of damage and
And
the poison. and a 1 inch dodge.
So she's going to dodge
to there.
there.
Yeah. Second influence. Oh, hits it.
Hits it. Oh, look at him. Look at him.
Everyone's gone right
so 1 inch
far.
dodge.
So another 1 inch dodge and a sprint, which will put me
get at the other end of that.
just to be on there.
And then we measured it just in the 8 inches.
Just in for the goal. So sprint and...
This is where it'll go badly though.
This is where it'll go wrong. It all goes wrong now. Spend me 1 momentum.
How much dice you got? 3?
3-8.
Good luck.
Can't bonus time it.
Good luck.
Nails it.
And a goal. Fantastic. So that is 4 points on the board and a point of momentum.
Indeed.
Do you want to do anything?
Just
You have got
replay that.
You have got 4 inch dodge naturally, haven't you? Though, hasn't she gone back to the shadows?
Yes, for causing damage.
So you could potentially dodge 8 inches here, or
Well, right back into the scalpel.
yeah.
No, I'm just worried about Cosset, to be honest with you. So
Everybody should be worried about Cosset.
that's it. I'm going to take.
That was awesome. Riding your luck.
Oh, definitely. I was not expecting that at all.
I think we could hear it.
Was it that convincing?
You were kind of like.
Nothing I ever plan out tends to work, so I just kind of I'll go for
So
it.
you're gonna just dodge backwards.
That's just the back to the shadows. I'm going to save the momentum because I have a feeling I'm probably going to need it.
That's probably a sensible move, I think.
Yep. So over to you.
Fair play.
That was awesome, mate. That was well good. He's pumping his
Happy
fist
now.
off camera. That was really good.
I was quite surprised that come off. Not and I ever plan like that. Like it's just like nope.
It's when the first roll came off, you're like, hang on. And the second one was like, hang on.
50-50. I've done it.
So this is one of the rare occasions where we'll actually show the corner of the mat, or deliberately show the corner of the mat, because you can see that Ghast is going to attempt to chuck Jakar off. So we've got a mighty 3 influence on him and 6 tack, and you are 4s, aren't you, mate?
I am, yes.
So I'm going
4s and
to
nothing.
battle my own dice rolls here. So I'm going to spend 1 to have a swing, which I am going to bonus time.
Okay.
And we need 2 hits for the 2 inch push, basically. So 4 pluses, please.
Nails it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can you count, Tom?
5 is the unmasking. That's immediately done it almost. I'm going to take the momentous unmasking,
Ouch.
which is, and all other models within the pulse suffer 3 damage and a 4 inch push directly away from this. Oh, actually, do I want a 4 inch push directly away? Do I want a 4 inch push directly away? That would put you there. And then
And you only need your 2 inches again.
but I've only got a 4 inch move. Yeah, so if I push you 4 inches, you're within my melee zones. If I move 4 inches, you're still going to be within my melee zones. Yes, we'll do that. So I'm going to not push Bonesaw, but he'll take 3 damage because it's all models, not just friendly models.
Wouldn't you push Bonesaw as well?
Yeah, but
It's all
a
models.
push can be up to 0. Can't it? Doesn't have to be the full distance. So I'm going to push him 0 inches. But I will push Jakar.
4 inches.
Yeah, and he'll take 3 damage as well. So when he comes back on, he's going to still have that 3 damage. And then I'm going to move 4 inches just to that position there. So he is within 2. I'm just going to scoop the camera up a little
We
bit.
weren't expecting that.
Because we weren't expecting this. So I'll swing, get rid of all these.
Do a bit of different defensive stance.
You can't defend this stance, luckily. I am not going to bonus time, because then if I mess this up, I can bonus time the last one. So 6 tack,
Yep.
needing 4s.
Nail it.
Yeah, gets it. So I'll take the 2 inch non-momentous push. I could take the momentous knockdown and try and do it on the 3rd, but I don't want to risk my luck. So 2 inch push, which is a momentum for the takeout, and chucks him off the pitch, but he doesn't lose his health, he's just on what he was on. And I've got 1 left, which is unspent, but fair play, Ghast. You kind of just went, hurled him off the pitch. It's like, get out of here. Downside is when the roller moves out the way, though, the bear could potentially return the favour to Ghast, but we'll see how we go in a second. So back to you, mate.
So, much deliberation.
He's just gone through every single model, planning its activation.
Yeah.
What's the thinking? It's because you don't want the morts to spread out, so you need to do something meaningful
Yeah,
now.
it's Cosset. Cosset's just giving Cosset the opportunity is just going to eat.
Yeah, I don't know if we said the
something.
ball did come out to Cosset. We might not have said that
Oh
on
yeah, we
camera.
might not have said it. The ball scattered conveniently right to Cosset's feet.
Well, yeah, I put the ball there and it went into the whole
Can't
crew.
see it off the camera. Yeah, Cosset's got the ball. Thinking being is Cosset with preparation is just lethal. So I'm going to send the cat in to try and eat the bird. Now, naturally, you'd think that
You think the cat would eat the bird?
Yeah, but we'll see. So
The bird might be a bit like Tweety Pie. To be fair, the bird is 10 foot bigger than the cat because it's on a gravestone.
That's true. Furious, base to base. No, we'll go base to base because you're not getting any extra attacks.
I will spend momentum to take a defensive stance.
Okay,
just to mitigate pain.
2 influence. So I've got 3 attack up to 7 for the charge.
Ooh.
So I'll just
needing 6s for this one.
6s for this one.
It's 1.
1, which will give me 1 damage, non-momentous.
Puts me down to 4, but then my defense is on 5 for these subsequent attacks.
So I'll spend 1 of my influence for 3 attacks. Nothing.
Oh, 3 2s.
And here's where them poor dice come in now. And second attack.
A 6. Another 1 damage.
1 damage, please. Not
Puts
what
me
I
on
wanted.
3.
Not enough. The bird still exists. The idea
The
was
bird is alive.
Yeah. Over to you, mate.
Okay.
Right, tricky scenario here because I think Cosset is going to actually have to try and play a bit of football. She can't quite get in on goal, so she's going to spend 1 of her influence to attempt to kick the ball over to Scalpel. So she's got a 2 dice kick, which she fails. So we'll see wherever it goes.
Dun, dun.
Green for direction, knock a tree over. In the 6, 5 inches. That's quite wide. That is going to send it hurtling. Oh, I've just smacked the camera onto that bit there. So that is quite a wide kick from Cosset. Not the best attempt in the world. Because of that, she's going to like tell herself off, and she's because it's not intervening. She's going to get really angry with herself and go crazy because she's just like, why can't I play football? And then do what she does best, and then just furious into Egret. So,
Ouch.
not going to be as ouchy because we've got no support or dirge or anything. So we've got 4 attack base, 4 for the charge, and then 3, 4 going crazy. And we're after 4s and 1s. Do you want to do anything?
I am going to. No, I'll take it.
Okay, so 4s and 1. Slowest roll in the world. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minus 1 for armor is 3 hits, which will be a momentous 2 damage.
Rest on 10.
And then she'll just pay for another swing, so I'll take away the 4 for the charge. And again, 4s and 1. Oh, 1s for days. 1 hit is going to be 1 damage.
Puts a Gret on 9.
On 9, and I think Cosset is not going to spend a momentum to heal her this time. I think she's relatively safe back there, so we'll go back to you, mate.
So Theron is going to face off against Scalpel. He's got 3 influence on him. I'm going to spend 2 to charge in. Are you going to do anything, mate?
Yeah, I'll take a defensive stance and I will counter attack, so it will reduce me down to 2 momentum, I think.
Okay, that's wonderful. So I've got 6 attack basic, 4 for the charge,
Minus 1 for the cover,
minus 1 for the cover, yeah.
and 5s and 1. Oh, it's not bad.
Wasn't too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's the
You know
armour.
what? That was exactly what I needed for my momentous knockdown. But with the armour, I will take the momentous 2 damage.
Okay, so counter attack, you're in cover as well, aren't you, mate?
I am, yeah.
So, down to 6 attack, looking for straight 4s because of anatomical. Got space there.
Yeah, you got space all over the place, mate.
3 hits is going to be enough for the 1 damage push dodge. So, do a point of damage to you, mate. I'm just going to drag you there, and I'm going to just bounce a little bit towards the ball that way.
So I've got 1 influence left. And I'm going to do nothing with it.
Pretty straightforward one for me. Silence is going to spend his 1 influence to make a 7-inch sprint move just to that position there, just so he's kind of near ball pickup stage next turn. And we'll go back to the hunters for either Zerola or the bear.
Okay, I'm going to activate Zerola. I'm going to start by targeting Bonesaw for a chain bolus, so 8-inch range, 2 damage and snare condition. 4s.
4 pluses. Gets
Get
it. So 2 damage and
snare condition.
Puts him on 7. He's not feeling particularly healthy.
So that takes 2, and then I'm going to move Zerola. Just got a 5-inch move to engage him. So he's only got a 1-inch melee, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Pop that around there. And move it to there. Just to engage. And then I'm going to buy an attack. So 4 attack basic. 4s and 1.
4s and 0.
4s and 0.
Well, 3s and 0 because he's snared actually.
Oh, 3s and 0, even better. That's 2 hits, which is a momentous push. So I'll generate a point of momentum for that. And I will push you. Oh, sorry, that's a momentous dodge. No momentous push on the first.
Yep.
Second, yep. That's right. To push you. Oh, 1 inch taking you off the fast ground, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll say he is.
Bonesaw can see what's coming. Bonesaw does not like what is coming, so he is going to move, just rotating, staying within the 1-inch melee zone of Zerola. Just to, I think, a safe distance. Is it a safe distance? It is a safe distance. He's going to move to there. Do you want it unpredictable out the way, mate?
Yeah, I will actually. I'll take a 2-inch dodge. Nope.
You can tell we're out of practice with measurements and stuff. So I'm at the very, very, very limit of that 9-inch threat range. Back to you, mate.
So it's what you people pay for.
It's the story, it's going to happen. But it's not going to be a mauling, it's going to be a barreling off the pitch, potentially.
So as you can see again, we're going for the edge of the pitch. Ghast has pushed Jakar off already this turn.
We've never had the edge of the pitch takeouts as much.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? I'm going to spend 1 of my 3 momentum to stand the bear up.
I think the logic here is even if you mess this up, if you go first next turn,
there's a chance
the bear can just roar him off or chuck him off anyway.
Yeah, let's hope, eh?
So down to 2 momentum.
So I'm down to 2 momentum now.
I am going to defensive stance, which knocks me down to 1, but I do have my free counter attack from the won't touch the hair because I've got poised.
You've got poised, haven't you? Yeah. So bear's going to charge in. Not going to get base to base, unfortunately. I'm just going to get slightly within 2. So that's about right.
Yep.
So 7 attack basic, 4 for the charge.
Yep, it's furious, so it doesn't affect fear or anything like that.
Yep. So I'm looking for 4s and 1.
4s and 1, yeah, because of defensive stance.
Okay.
That's many hits.
That wasn't too bad. So let's just take away the fails first of all. So 5 misses, 1 away. So that's 5 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that will be.
It's now the playbook decision time.
Oh.
I
I could go for the 2 damage knockdown, but
gives me 2 momentum.
gives you 2 momentum.
It's an interesting interaction, these two going into each other
Yeah.
near the end of a turn.
I will play it safe and I will just go for the momentous knockdown
Okay.
to void your
Counter
counter-attack.
Lovely. So I'm on my bum.
Yep. And that is all for the bear because you cleverly took all his influence off him last turn. Okay, if I had
Scalpel
had
being
influence,
awesome.
I still wouldn't have been able to do that because I wouldn't have been in range.
So we've got the bird left to go.
Yep.
And then we're done.
So Paul and I have just been like poring over our cards here, trying to work out what we're going to play in a second. But we have got our 1 bonus influence on Dirge, and he's just going to see if he can convert that into momentum. So I'm going to smack the cat. And 5s, is it for the kitty?
5, yep.
So 2 dice, 2 tack. Oh, I get a 6. I'll take that. That'll be the momentous singled out, but stuff it. That doesn't really matter too much. So I'm on 2 momentum, we think. We think you're on 3 momentum, mate.
Yep.
So quiet little shuffle in the background of which cards we're going to play. This is
Do you want to burn those 7s or do we do?
Well, you've got 2 in your hand.
I'm choosing.
Are you just waiting to see which one I go for?
No, I'm choosing. Don't worry, we'll make a decision. I am just thinking where I need the influence, to be honest, mate. If Ghast goes off the pitch, that's going to be unpleasant for me. Yeah, I'm going to pick... Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm going to pick this one. Okay, so we'll do the initiative points first. So do I just chuck them? We'll chuck them on the pitch, okay?
Yep.
Oh, you got the centre circle. Go. Oh, we both... You went for a +4. I was tempted to go for a +4, but I didn't. I've gone for a +1, so you will win the initiative.
Yes.
Your friendly models gain 1 dice to their kicks.
1 dice to the kick, all models.
I've gone with, while within the friendly half of the pitch, friendly models gain resolute, which is +2 tack on their counter attacks.
Okay.
For hunker down. So I get a point of momentum. But you, I presume you're choosing to go first.
I am choosing to go first.
So we'll go through the allocation for this third turn at this tightly poised 4-4 game. Paul's just said the plan is to rewrite history, not to kill Ghast, but to just hit him so hard he soars into the stands.
Hit him so hard he thinks, why have I even come onto the pitch?
Yeah. So you've got your extra point of influence to play with here from your goal, mate.
Yep, and that's gone on the bear.
What's the plan for this turn then?
So
I like you've made a dead cert with the bear.
Yeah, I've had to give the bear the influence just to make it happen. So plan is...
Potential 4 points, isn't it?
4 points if I take Ghast off. So plan is to bear roar him, because if I'm just reading this correctly, start from model's activation, choose an enemy model within this model's melee zone, which Ghast is. The enemy model is immediately suffers a 2-inch push directly away.
Yep.
So that will push him effectively to the edge of the pitch.
Within 2 inches, and then just charge and
then charge, and I've literally got
2 to spare just in case.
Well, I've got 1 attack. Hopefully, if I get 1 hit, it's a 1-inch push, and then with his fear, I've got another if you need. If it doesn't work, yeah, because I've got to spend the 2, haven't I?
That is a good plan. I hadn't even thought about that. What about Zerola? You got 2 on her.
Zerola.
You're there for the striker push here. You've got Jakar at the back and Ingrid and Zerola.
With the to keep the ball moving, having the +1 kick, Zerola and Jakar have just become fantastic striking options.
Quite efficient.
Yeah, so if Jakar's come back on the pitch over here with 4 on him, hopefully I can do the momentum train.
Yeah.
Choo choo.
4 on Theron, he's just came back on. Well, he's back on now properly in the pitch.
Yeah, I think pinging out arrows is going to be useless, so we just need to use them as muscle.
I think that's fair.
And just thump stuff at this point.
Scalpel's got 6 on her, prepared for the potential pain and damage that's going to come with this. We've got 3 on silence.
We just had while we were setting up, just had a discussion about Scalpel's card as well, haven't we?
About the Tormented Agony. We need to look at something on the... It doesn't make any difference for this, but it's if everyone around her is fully stacked...
Enemies, that is.
Enemies. Can she take one and put it on someone?
Does it exceed the limit?
Because she can do the first part of the play, which is taking one away, but the whole point is that you still give it to someone else.
Yeah.
Anyway, 2 on Cosset. Paul's now gone from being terrified of Cosset, even though I keep telling him that without setup that she's okay, to now not being worried at all.
Yeah, realise that you've done 2 on Regret. I think Regret's as good as...
Mangled.
As good as dead.
Well, when Ghast comes, if this goes to another turn, when Ghast comes on, Regret will be dead. But 1 on Bonesaw.
Doesn't come back on, does he? He's dead.
Oh, he's gone, isn't he? He's just literally so far into the stands.
Yeah. He's lands on his neck and the mask comes off.
And he's
all
gone.
The crowd run and scream, and the bear's like, GTF noob.
I like how you bigger this up with that you can roll like 7 ones in a second.
God, yeah,
1 on the bird and 1 on Bonesaw, just cuz. So we'll go to the first activation of turn 3, which is hopefully going to be the story being fulfilled.
I should add, Scalpel took 2 poison damage, which I've marked off on a card, so she's on 9.
Yes. So, bear. Just
bear.
Bear. Screaming, intimidating roar. Go away.
He's on his bum, he's like, no, please, no.
He's backing away like a little girl. Furious.
I'm not going to defend his stance or anything, because as funny as it would be, Paul has already threatened to re-record this if it doesn't work. So I'm going to just take that away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit. Oh god, we've run out of memory on the camera. We're going to have to do it again.
So I'm on 2s and 1.
2s and 1 because you're on your bum, which is even better.
I love if you have to do damage here because you rap so much.
Man.
I will be laughing my head off.
I just take the single push on. So
7 base. 4 for a charge.
4 for a charge.
2s and 1.
Just make sure I've got the right amount of dice there. I don't want to overdo it.
You don't want to cheat, Paul. You don't want to overdo it. 11 dice going into a 2 and 1. I think you've got this. And the 2-inch push is on 4 hits.
2-inch push is on 4 hits, yeah.
Go on then. Good luck. Yep, yeah, I think he's...
Yeah,
I think he may be off the pitch.
That's all bar 1 hit.
Let's see what the wrap is, Paul, because I'm interested.
I'm going to have to think about this one, aren't I? So I'll get momentum for the takeout.
You'll select your results. So how many? You've just taken all the dice off camera, so I'll narrate for the
So
audience.
we've got 6 and 3.
6 long playbook, yeah.
Yeah, 6 long playbook, I think it is, yeah. 6 long playbook and 3. 1 away for armour and 1 failed. So that is going to be... Oh, you know what?
You could take the non-momentous double and the momentous single. Or you could take 2 momentous singles.
I could take the no, I'm not going to take that because you'll get thing for that. I can't believe it's double push. It's not momentous.
You could take you could take the momentous single push twice.
I could give him. No, I can't give him a bear hug because then I'd have to hit him again. And I get an extra VP for taking him out.
What are you going to do for?
I'll take the momentous single push twice.
That's what I just said like 4 times.
Did you? Sorry, I didn't listen to you.
Just didn't care.
Yeah.
Right, so that is 3 momentum for you, 2 for the pushes, and 1 for the takeout.
Yep.
And that puts you onto 8 VP because it is double points for fulfilling the story.
And Ghast is gone.
Ghast does not come back. He has been sent into the crowd.
On Hobby Listeners' orders, the bear has finished them off.
I really should have thought about like maybe Bonesaw chucking the bear off the pitch with his push dodges, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's 2 influence that you can't do anything with, but certainly well spent there.
Worth it.
Right, the
It wasn't
mortician...
worth it because now I'm just going to get...
Scalpel's just been told like this bit Obulus is just like just as planned.
Yeah.
Right, back to the morts then.
Okay, so I'm worried here because you only need a goal now, and if I score, it's going to bounce out. So I'm going to try and go for the respectful, get some points, and see what goes. So Scalpel is going to make a 7-inch move, which gets her
Not bothered, I've won. No.
around about to there. So it just takes a little bit out of the way, but it was about there. With the ball, she is going to have a swing at your man Theron with 1 of her influence. We're going to try and see if we can just dodge our way over to the goal. Will require me to roll some decent dice though.
I'm going to defensive.
Can't defensive stance.
Oh, no.
Still not charge.
I'm going to counter them.
Counter set.
Yeah.
So I've got 7 tap base, needing 4s because of anatomical. That was quite good. 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be a tormented agony, but no. I'll take the momentous push dodge with 1 damage to him as well, mate.
Okay, so that puts him down to 7.
Oh, leaning over the camera. Apologies, people. Just dunk and then into base. Your counter attack.
Okay, I have...
Just knocked a treat flying off camera there.
Fine. 6 dice.
You've got all the space in the world here. So 6 dice, needing 4s on 1. Nothing, never mind. Shield, swing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, I'm not going to counter this time.
Yeah. 4s. So miss. 3 hits. Be another momentous 1-inch. Momentous 1 damage push dodge. So, and then just took him. So that's a point of damage again, mate. She'll swing once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 hits that time. It's just going to be a momentous 1-inch dodge. She can kind of freely.
I just realised something, and it was my fault. I was in cover when we first started.
Not when we started, no.
Oh, was
but
it
I
not?
probably pushed you towards it.
Oh,
I might have done.
Don't matter.
Swing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh no, sorry, yeah, because you pulled me out last turn, didn't you?
How much else is he on at the moment?
He is on 6.
4. Another 1 damage momentous push dodge. Just to there. So
Get within tapping range.
I'm going to try potentially. 1 more swing. And then I've got 1 left for the kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's alright. 3 hits. Momentous 1 damage push. Just about as blooded as Bloody Midas used to be.
That will get it.
Up to there.
It's within tapping range.
She is Going to spend a momentum to heal 4 HP. Puts it back up to 13. She's going to spend another momentum to put her heroic second wind on. And then she's going to spend a influence and a momentum, which should put me back down to 2, to make a 3 dice kick with another momentum for the bonus time. Needing a 3+. Yeah, bangs it in, so I get momentum back. Goal influence next turn. If it goes to it, 4 VP, and she gets to make a move because of her unnatural stamina. So, question is, who is she going to go and annoy? Theron's the temptation, but I'm just going to move to engage Jakar.
Okay.
And we'll go to the kick out and the Hunter's next activation.
Okay, so this could be game.
This is a lovely combination of a nice scatter with your good game plan card here, because her 2/6 kick is now 3/6, and you've got momentum for a bonus potentially here.
Yeah. So I've got two momentum
And 2 influence.
Yeah, we've just measured it out. Zarola's got 8-inch.
I can't believe they have a scenario where Zarola wins a game. No such things have ever happened.
She slowly crept across the board and done exactly what I've wanted her to do each turn. Chain bowlers,
midnight offering.
A midnight offering. She's actually...
She still sucks. She still sucks.
No, she becomes a threat. Because look at her now, she's in on goal through some obviously lucky cards draws, but even still, if I hadn't played that card, she'd still be
there.
6 kick, yeah.
So she's got an 8-inch sprint.
Yep, so we've just measured it out at 7. She's going to dip back a bit, pick the ball up into tapping range. So that's going to spend one of her momentum for the sprint, and one of her influence for the sprint, another one for the kick, and
Do you get bonus time this pool?
I am going to bonus time this. So
2 dice up to 4 with
4.
the game plan and the bonus time.
Yep.
Needing a mere 3+ to win the game for the Hunters and actually, continue with history.
Dun dun dun.
She nails it. It's a good game, sir.
Very good
camera,
game.
and that is. Oh, he's dragged me into the camera. That is 12 points to 8
That was a
with
very
the finale.
fun game.
That was a good back and forth. And Zarola with the game winner.
I know, surprise, surprise.
God damn. So we'll go to the
feral hunter.
post-match interviews in a sec.
Oh yeah.
That game swung. That game swung hard. That was.
Indeed.
I like our version though. The bear just soaring Ghast into the stand.
Much easier.
To break his neck.
Realised very early on the bear was not taking Ghast out.
Not naturally, not conventionally.
No, it would have had to take Jakar and Poison and Snared and Fahad.
And a lot of momentum going my way with Rising Anger.
Yeah, to even scratch the surface of it. The bear done what he was tasked to do, and he threw Ghast off the pitch. I realised that quite early on after you set up on the side, the wing, and you chucked Jakar off. I was like,
he did not have a good game, Jakar.
Jakar
did not do it.
He's normally an MVP for me. I realised actually while he's all there, I might chuck him off as well. And I thought about it the first turn. I thought, no, can't quite get there without getting slapped back. I need to wait, and then waited long enough.
The end of that second term was incredibly tense because Paul had the 7 influence, the 7 initiative card that gives everyone a 4-inch dodge.
Yeah.
And you really wanted to go first, but you didn't want to play that card because of Ghast dodging away, and it just happened to be. I had to take the risk
and go for the 4. I thought after you didn't generate, or you generated 1 momentum, I looked at what you had 2, I had 3. I was always going +1. I haven't looked through the game plan there. I don't know if there's any 5s or 6s. And I couldn't. What else there?
I had some 7s, but I was like, I don't want the -1 influence because that sucks.
Yeah, I couldn't risk throwing the 7 out, so I had to go with the highest one I had, which was a 4. And luckily, it won it for me.
I enjoyed those cards a lot more than in our practice one. Because in our practice game, we had a lot of the -1 influence ones, and I don't think a team should ever have minus influence. It kind of breaks how they're supposed to work.
Yeah.
And I think an influence staff team like Hunters,
yes,
it's not fun to then be on like 10.
No.
Because you regularly do go in one basket. But this time, far more fun. I like the Resolute, I like the counter attack, I liked your +1 kick, made a huge difference to Zarola at the end to get that winning goal. MVP for you?
All day, yeah. done everything she needed to do.
Scalpel's mine because she's a bit good.
She is very good.
She is a toolkit of a captain.
Mm-hmm.
Get Graves on the team, and then that 2 damage plus dodge will be tasty. So, meanwhile, we are immediately going to sit down and video our podcast where we can talk about the Mantic Day.
Yes.
Where we won tournament trophy things.
Oh, we haven't got them.
I've got mine, but it's not. But you've got your beautiful one that you've painted.
You have to paint your own. We'll get on.
Yeah, we'll get on to that. We are also getting on to Wild West Exodus. Paul posted earlier on in the week saying that we were going to record Quick and Dirty, which we will be, but because of aforementioned bereavements and stuff, that might roll into next month, but we will crack onto it. And yeah, next stuff we're doing. We're going to Steamforge next week, aren't we?
Hopefully.
We can't possibly say why, but we're going to Steamforge. And you want to say why?
I want to say why.
We have got That Nicely is coming back on the channel next week.
Woo-hoo.
He's going to record multiple things with us.
While we're at Steamforge, hopefully we will get another game with...
You're going to try and get locks, aren't you?
Against the Rat Catchers, hopefully.
I'll just play Jay because we need to get revenge because after that Thresher match, I think.
Yeah, Jay, and we're trying to get Jay to use the Falconers, but we don't think we'll be allowed
We need to sweet talk, but they've only got the Angel Geraldo's ones, which are too pretty to be used at the moment.
Well, I'm definitely having a look at them.
And their pockets. So, thank you very much, guys. As always, leave the comments in below and let us know what you want to see next time. We need to have a scour through the Season 2 rulebook, actually, because we don't think the next one is going to be Masons and Hunters, which is the final one. I swear there's a Butcher's one in there somewhere.
It is, yeah.
With Philip shouting orders.
And Boris just like...
And I love the idea of having half a team that can't interact with the other half of the team and trying to play a game with them.
Oh, man, yeah.
So, we'll go on to the podcast. We talk about the veterans as well, can't we?
We can, yeah.
So, we'll see you very shortly for us, but in the next video for you. Love you.
Bye.
Hi guys, thank you very much for watching our content. It means the world to us. If you'd like to see some more videos, they should be over here. And if you'd like to support our channel, keep these lights on. You can find links to our Patreon and merchandise in the description below. See you later.